Iran's shocking admission, October 7th, was a mistake. In a stunning reversal that's sending shockwaves across the Middle East, an Iranian state newspaper has done the unthinkable. It's admitted defeat. On October 12, 2025, Jomhouri Eslami, a newspaper directly supervised by Supreme Leader Khamenei's representative, published an editorial with words that would have been unimaginable just months ago. Contrary to many analyses and comments, the Al-Aqsa storm operation was a mistake. This isn't just any newspaper. This is a publication operating under the watchful eye of Iran's most powerful figure. And yet, it's publicly declaring that Hamas's October 7th attack on Israel and Operation Tehran has championed for over a year was a strategic disaster. So what changed? Let's look at the facts. The editorial paints a grim picture of what Iran calls its axis of resistance, the network of allies and proxies it built over nearly half a century to encircle Israel. The paper admits Gaza has been devastated. 80% of its buildings and infrastructure lie in ruins, while Hamas hasn't been completely eliminated. As the editorial concedes, there are no winners in this conflict. But Gaza is just the beginning. In September 2024, Israel struck Hezbollah's headquarters in Beirut, killing Hassan Nasrallah, the man who led the organization for 32 years. Nasrallah wasn't just a leader. He was the personification of Hezbollah itself, the crown jewel of Iran's proxy network. Then came Syria. The fall of Bashar al-Assad's regime. Iran's critical land bridge to Lebanon has been what the editorial calls one of the greatest damages of the events of the past 2 years. The paper bluntly states that Syria has been taken out and swallowed by the US and Israel. In Lebanon, Israeli forces have penetrated the south. And according to Jomhouri Eslami, a pro-US government is rising in Beirut. And Iran itself hasn't escaped unscathed. Now, you might be asking, why would an Iranian state newspaper publish this? This is strategic signaling. Iran's leadership is conducting an internal audit of its losses, and this editorial represents a faction within the regime pushing for a reality check. For over a year, Iranian media portrayed October 7th as a bold victory for resistance. Supreme Leader Khamenei himself praised the attack, calling it a step toward removing America from the region. But now, the reality is undeniable. This editorial suggests that at least some voices within Iran's power structure are advocating for the latter. Of course, pro-regime voices have been notably quiet. Whether this represents genuine policy reconsideration or simply one newspaper's dissent remains to be seen. Some analysts suggest this could be regime theater, testing public reaction before announcing new policies. Others believe it signals genuine internal fractures within Iran's leadership. What's clear is this: Iran's regional strategy is at a crossroads. The axis of resistance that Tehran spent decades building is collapsing. The proxies that once gave Iran reach far beyond its borders are either destroyed, weakened, or cut off. And now, for the first time, an Iranian state newspaper is saying what many observers have known for months: October 7th wasn't a triumph, it was a catastrophic miscalculation. The question now isn't whether Iran's axis has been weakened. The question is what comes next. Will Tehran attempt to rebuild its shattered network? Will it shift strategies entirely? Or will internal divisions paralyze the regime at precisely the moment it needs decisive action? Stay with Frontline Focus as we continue tracking this developing story. Because in the Middle East, every admission of weakness can signal the next major shift in the balance of power. This is Frontline Focus, bringing you authentic news from around the world. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss our breaking news coverage.